Hi Virgo, I'm Anisha. You can write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. You can also visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com, and this is your monthly forecast for November 2014. Virgos, we begin the month with Mars that is conjuncting Pluto on November 10th, and this is aspecting the part of your chart that has to do with love, children and creativity. Virgos, when Pluto transits this particular house in your chart, you take love far more seriously and can become obsessed when you think you're in love. You're more passionate and intense and take that too far if you let it. You can transform your love relationship or be transformed through them. You can become more connected to your hobbies and want to pursue what you enjoy more than anything else. But you may have a hard time letting loose when you have the chance. Try not to get too caught up with whether it is your love interest or it is your current partner or lover, wherein that you border to a point of being possessed. Give the other person their space and try not to breathe down somebody's neck so much, Virgos. Around the November 18th, Sun conjunct Saturn, and it's aspecting a part of your chart that has to do with learning, it has to do with higher mind, and it has to do with some amount of travel as well. And this transit really marks a time how you have networked with people around you and how you gain and disseminate information that comes up for really inspection at this point of time. A new kind of pressure is produced. It's not about your personality or your resources like it was in the first and the second house. Rather, the pressure centers more around mental output now. You may feel pressure to produce ideas and to make them work. A certain somberness in your outlook may be characteristic of this phase. You may feel like acquaintances and sometimes siblings could be blocking your growth in some manner, and these relationships may be strained as a result. You may have a desire to make contacts, Virgos, and you are now rather preoccupied with learning, and you may view idle chit chat as a waste of time. You may also feel unusual pressure to structure your time and effort and to cut out communication that seems unnecessary. You may also at times feel rather overwhelmed by such things as errands, red tape, and such day-to-day disruptions. Now, as the transit comes to a peak, you could sense that some things in your life are reaching a closure. That you're finally reaching a point wherein that you things are crystallizing and they're more defined, and you will be knowing hence what decision to take ahead. By however the end of this transit, you will be that's towards end of November, you will have ideally gained a greater depth of understanding, having focused on information and communication that you really can use to feel more effective in this world. Venus trines Uranus on November 26th, and it's transiting a part of your chart that has to do with joint finances, it has to do with sexuality, sensuality, it has to do with your innermost feelings. And Uranus into this aspect, in any case, Uranus, is the bad boy of astrology, and he's going to come and shake up things a bit. Virgos, there could be some ambiguities or unexpected happenings surrounding money that is part of your life, but that doesn't come from your own earnings or income. This includes such things as shared resources with a close partner, alimony, taxes, loans, and so forth. At times, you could feel a little out of balance over here. It could also interfere with your own pursuit of pleasure. If pleasure is what you seek or hobbies you involve yourself require extra money, you could feel a tad constrained now. You may not be able to also be dependent on support or backing from others and also from your spouse or your partner at this point of time. It's generally a period of uncertainty which also covers your intimate relationships, and there could be some amount of experimentation that some of you could be doing as far as your sexuality is concerned. So Virgos, overall the month we begin off with, like I said, getting too obsessed with your lover or with your partner, and taking it just to another level wherein that you feel almost possessed. And then with, of course, Saturn coming, and then insisting that you learn more, and that there is a kind of a pressure that you'll feel as far as whether it is new technology, new information, but you will just feel quite pressure to constantly have this output of ideas and solutions that could be required out of you. However, we're closing the month with a lot of unconventionality that is there, and however, money could be slightly, it could come and go and be not as stable as you might like it to be. So go easy as far as money is concerned. Watch your money a bit this month, Virgos. So have a great November. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. I'll see you again in December. Thank you so much.